Let's
Yes.
pick, let's start the session.
Uh, Ma'am, I did this question, means
Mhm.
halfway. So I was putting both of them in a queue.
It is a question of a stack. Why were you using Q?
Oh, okay. So, okay, even if we put it in stack, uh, because we don't know, all, both the elements, whether it's greater max or add, I was putting it in the, let's say, stack instead of putting in array, because we don't know how much operations we have to do.
Okay, continue.
Yeah. Um, then it's possible to do it. And one more question I had in this just previous one, in the queue, when we were doing these operations, the implementation of queue, if I use linked list, then it is giving peep and this push and pop as correctly. But if I use priority queue, then it was behaving like stack.
Priority queue is a different set of, like, what you can say, a queue, which like is nowhere related to the queue itself. So you need not bother about that.
Okay.
I created
So
this.
which implementation of queue should is recommended for this thing?
A normal queue, like as you said, the linked list.
Linked list. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll just quickly go ahead. And yeah, you guys were able to do the stack part, but not able to find the greater max element, is it? This is what Kish
Yeah,
this is
it's
what Kishan is saying. Bhuvnesh has did it. Bhuvnesh, can you unmute and dictate the code? That will be great.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay.
So I have done used two stacks. One is
Okay, guys, will you be able to write the code in like by yourself? I just give you the snippet here, or like, should I write the code in the ID? Snippet would be fine. Okay, whiteboard is fine. Everyone else, I just got two responses so far. Snippet. Okay, then yeah, Bhuvnesh, continue.
yeah. So I'll be using two stacks of integers. One is maybe current stack. One will be by taking stack. Okay, and
Okay.
it will have three methods apart from main method. One is push method that I will tell later. Let's go to the pop method.
Mm-hmm.
Pop method has two things. One is st1.pop and tracking st2 maybe tracking stack.pop. Okay,
Okay.
and another method called fetch max or get max that will get return st2.pick the top element.
Okay, got it. So
Okay.
I will just roughly explain you all what he is saying. He took two stack in the main function. It will be the same definition here, just I'm changing the name st2. Again, it is the same. Then he's saying that if you have been given the operation as push, okay. So in the case of push, what you need to do, you need to call st1 dot push method. Is it? Sorry, not st1 dot push, but just we need to call the push method. And inside this, you need to pass whatever number. I will write num
Yeah.
in this, and it will be pushed to your with stack.
Push method. Okay, that's what I was saying. Push method that I will it will be little 4 or 5 lines more there. So I'm telling what pop first. pop method first.
Yeah, pop method, so I got it. Like I am asking
Okay.
how push is gonna work, that you need
Okay.
to do.
Okay. First push method that will cut st1 dot push data. Okay.
Okay.
And I'm checking one more condition. Like if st1, sorry, st2 dot size equal to 1, then
Okay.
sorry, not so. I'm just putting. Just a
Yeah.
second. If st1 dot size equal to 1, then what I'm doing is st2 dot push data, because
Okay.
initially it will be empty. The second stack will be empty.
I got that part, but
Yeah.
what I'm asking is like, why are you checking that if st dot size is equal like empty or null, whatever you're saying?
So this is the method.
Someone has sent the code. Okay, you only have sent the code. Push and tracking stack dot push. Have you created the class for the stack?
No, I just created. Do you want me to give whole class to you?
No, I don't want that. I was just checking this dot data you were writing. No? So like where is this? Okay, push functionality you are using of the inbuilt stack, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you are pushing the data. If the data is bigger than the maximum element, do it. It's inside the push method. Okay. What I will recommend is you are creating the stack, right? So you can simply push it. That is like st1 dot push as you are doing. I didn't get your concept of where you have written that stack size is equal 1, current stack size. Because for that, what you can maintain is the overall maximum variable. Okay. Max variable you can maintain as of now as integer dot minimum value. Okay. And as soon as you enter like this number, you just need to check if the data is greater than max value. If it is greater, then in that case, you need to push st2 dot push. And here you have to write the data and also change your max to data. Clear? This will be the like Bhuvnesh, are you getting this?
Yeah, but do you want me to share my code?
I've seen your code which you shared in the chat box, right? Like you're writing, if I got that point that initially if the second stack is 0, what you're doing is checking if the current stack size is 1, then you're pushing the same data into the, I'll say the tracking stack, okay?
Yeah, correct.
Then, okay, then your push function is done. Then you have written something in the comment that if the data is bigger than the max element in the stack, then push the current data. How will you check that? So you are writing here, okay, data is greater than. So instead of, okay, got it. So what you are doing, you are not using the max variable. You are just checking it with the top element. And if it is, yeah, okay. It is also fine. It's correct. So guys, what Bhuvnesh has done, he is initially checking if there is only one element in the stack 1, that is stack.size function is equal 1. In that case, you need obviously whatever element is in the stack 1 will be the maximum element. So he is pushing that in the stack 2 also. Clear? After that, what he is doing for the like remaining elements, in case if the coming data is greater than your s2 dot peak in the sense the top element, then he is pushing the data. Otherwise, there is no need to change. You can keep pushing the same peak value again and again. Clear or not? Guys, are you clear or not? Okay, Vishnu is clear. Please explain last if. Are you talking about this, the greater well? See, one data got inserted into your second stack, okay, for the maximum value. But now, if the coming value is bigger, you need to check now. If it is a bigger value, you need to insert it into your second stack. So here we are checking data is greater than the S2 dot peak. If it is greater, then we have to insert S2 dot push and data here. Otherwise, if this condition is not true, then in that case, what we need to do? Else S2 dot push. What should be pushed instead of that? Like if the data coming is not greater, then what should be pushed inside the stack? We don't have any max value as of now in this current scenario.
The previous value. So
The
which will be
top value of the stack 2, right?
yeah.
So here we will write S2 dot peak. Clear? If anyone has any questions or anyone in the class wants me to like write the code in the ID, I'll write it. You just say, okay? Don't hesitate.
Hello.
Yes, is anyone saying anything? Yeah, Aman, are you saying something?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, are we doing bubble sort in this question? Actually, I joined late.
Aman, there is a lot of disturbance from your end. Can you just like,
Am I audible?
yeah, you are.
Yeah. Actually, ma'am, I am asking, are we doing bubble sort in this question?
Are we doing it?
Are we doing bubble sort?
No, I am asking this question to you. So far, whatever we have done, am I using the bubble sort?
No, actually, I joined the session late, so I didn't understand the question.
Okay, now I will again write this same question in the ID. Do focus, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. So in this main function, like if you have to take the value from the user, I'll just write here int n for the number of operations. For the input, we need to take the number of operations, right? And like number of operations can continue for long. So I will write here some breaking condition while let's suppose that I'm initializing n equals to 0 and I'm writing here while n is not equals to -1. If I enter -1, then I will stop taking the inputs. Here, I will simply write no, it's better. We can frame this question in a way, first of all, int n, like it should be for either you want to push the element or you want to pop the element or you want to get the get max, like the maximum value. So I will just write here string operation. So here you will take it from the user sc dot next. User will say which operation he want to perform. Then just a minute. Here you can keep your while condition intact while your n is not equals to -1. And here you can write int n equals to 0. Instead of here a string, you can take it as int operation. Yeah, so far what I have done here is I have taken initial n value equals to 0. I have written while n is not equals to -1, and I have taken int operation variable. What is my thought behind it is if a user enters 1, then we will perform the push operation. If the user enters 2, then the user has to perform the pop operation. And if he or she enters 3, then that means he wants to get the maximum element from the stack. Clear? Before this, you can display a message to the user, that is enter 1 for push, enter just a, and enter 3 for get max. Clear, guys? These are the 3 operations which you need to perform. And just a minute. Then user will enter some operation. And here also you can specify one more thing. That is enter -1 to exit. How many of you are confused with this particular statement or whatever I have done so far? Anyone have any questions so far? Okay. If your, let's suppose, operation is equal 1, then in that case, you know, it is a push operation. You will simply take a number from the user. Okay. Sc dot next int, and you will call your function here. That is the push function. I'm not writing it as of now. Else, if your operation is equal to, in that case, int, sorry, it should not be anything. You just need to call the pop function. And at the end, if it is 3, let's keep it as else if. And here we will write operation is equal 3. Then we will perform the get max function. I will just call here the get, don't write it here. And otherwise, if it is none of the above, else, then you can just write here break. Clear, guys? Now we will write our pop and push functions. But before that, you need to take two stacks. I'll take stack of integer. I'll just write S1 equals to we will take another stack. I'll name it as the max stack. And now we will continue. Okay. So if operation is like equal 1, in that case, you know that what you need to do S1 dot push, and you need to write here your number. Clear? This is the for sure that in the first stack you need to push your number, yes or no? Yes. Now you need to check. I am writing it according to the Bhuvnesh concept as of now. If S1 dot size as of now is equal 1, then what you can simply do, you can push the same number S2 dot, sorry, not S2, it's max stack dot push, and item will be num only. Else if you can write here if your num is greater than max stack dot peak. Peak always gives you the top element. Now everyone can ask me why I am not using pop here and using peak here. Anyone having that question? Pop can also give you the top element, right? Because pop will remove the element also, right? So if number is greater than the peak element, then in that case you need to insert the number max stack dot push, and you will push the number. Else you know that the number will be smaller, but I'll just write the and in this case what you need to do, max stack dot push, and you need to push max stack dot peak element. Clear, guys? My question is, like, instead of this if and else if, can I just write all the if conditions? Will it be fine? No. Why no?
According to this, if there is a second element, then we do need to compare between the input element and existing element.
Input
So,
element.
so we need the else if and else.
Vishnu, can you come again? I didn't get you. Why?
Okay, yeah. So if I understand the question correctly, your question is why do we need else if? Can't we
Yeah.
done? Can we be done with else if?
No, my question is like I am writing here if else if, right? I'm
And
saying,
else, yeah.
can I just remove this else and like make it as an if condition only? That's my question.
I mean, it will slow down because it will execute all the three condition.
That's fine. Like it won't take order of like more than order of one time. It's fine.
Yeah, it can be removed then.
It cannot be removed because okay. Yeah, Just a minute. I'll just remove this as of now. And I will write one this if condition here. And now I am asking like, yes, we can use the return from the first if statement. Bhuvnesh, I have not written any kind of function here. So like return won't be working. Clear? And yeah, now can anyone tell me, is this fine? I have used two if conditions, just switch their places.
Actually, first time it won't find any element, so it will return null. Peak will return null.
It will return a null pointer exception.
I think so.
Because there is no element in your max stack initially. Okay. So when you will be checking max stack dot peak, max stack is having nothing. That is null. So null dot any function, it is going to give you the null pointer exception. Clear?
Hello?
Yes.
In line number 19,
Huh?
int num equal to ac dot next int, then num is equal to 1, right?
I didn't get you. Where you are saying num equals to 1?
Yeah, actually, if operation is equal to 1, then we store that in num variable.
Then we have to.
I am asking about what is the value of num in line number 19.
Actually, it will be given by the user, Aman. Okay.
Actually, I'm not understanding the code.
Okay. Just tell me which part you're not able to understand. The first line is int n equals to 0. I have taken it because, like, see, there can be only 3 operation in this particular program. Either user has to push the element or pop the element, or he or she wants to get the maximum, right?
Yes,
So I wrote the system.out.println statement where I told the user that only 3 values are acceptable. If you enter 1, it is for push. If you enter 2, it is for pop. And if you enter 3, it is for the maximum element. Are you clear with this statement?
yes,
Yeah. Next is, you understand that we are going to push all our numbers in a stack. Yes or no?
yes,
Yeah. For that, I have taken this S1 stack. Okay. Is it clear?
yes,
This maximum stack, if you like, yesterday you were there in the class.
yes,
So if you remember, I told you that we have to take another maximum stack where we will keep track of our maximum elements till a specific value. Remember that?
yes,
Sure, na?
yes,
Okay. Now here I have written this while condition because user can operate this particular program as much as he wants. He can enter 1, he will push the element. He can enter 2, he will pop the element. He can enter 3 and he will get the maximum element. So this program should run until the user wants to terminate it. Clear?
yes,
That's why I have written while n is not equals to -1. As soon as user enter -1, the program will be terminated. Clear?
yes,
Next, this operation, now I am taking here, the user will enter some value. Yes or
yes,
yes? Just a minute. I should not be taking this operation here, but instead of this, I should take it as n only. It will work because your n is denoting the operation, right? Everyone, are you able to follow this? Yeah. Now, if this is clear, now I have written first if condition for the push. Okay.
yes,
If user want to push something, he should be having some like entering some number. Yes or no?
yes,
So this is the value which I'm taking from the user. Okay. Like in Java, sc.nextInt means I'm taking the value from the user. Okay.
yes,
Then I am simply using the inbuilt function of push and I'm pushing the number to the stack. Okay. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, according to the like what we are writing the code, we are checking if your stack size, the first stack size is equal 1. If that is the case, then in that case, what we are doing, we are pushing the same element to our maximum stack. Because if there is only one element, then that is the maximum element. Yes or no?
Right.
Right?
Yes, ma'am.
So you got this if condition.
Yes, ma'am.
Now imagine the condition where let's suppose there is the coming number is bigger. Okay. So if the coming number is bigger, then that should be stored in your maximum stack. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
So it is checking if the top element in your max stack is less than the coming number. If the coming number is bigger, then you have to push it into your max stack. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Otherwise, you just need to keep on pushing the top element in your maximum stack.
Yes, ma'am.
Let me just tell you what is happening. I will show it to you here. See, yesterday what was happening now? Once we entered 3 in the first stack, we also entered 3 in the second stack. Clear? Are you clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Then we entered 5 in the first stack. Now, is 5 bigger or smaller than 3?
Bigger.
Bigger. Then it will be entered into your maximum stack. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Then minus 1 was entered. So is minus 1 smaller or bigger than 5?
Small.
Smaller. So like, should we enter it into our maximum stack?
No, ma'am. 5
No.
is the maximum.
So 5 will remain as same. That is, we are copying the peak element, right?
Yes, ma'am.
That is what was happening in the code. See here, it has written max stack dot push max stack dot peak element. So we are like copying the same element again. Clear?
Ma'am, one doubt
Yeah.
is we are not populating S1.
We are populating S1 in the start.
Okay. Oh, okay, then I'm fine. Thank you.
Yeah. Now, if the condition is like n is equal, Aman, are you clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. If any doubts, you can just again tell me. And if in case your n is equal to, then you know that you need to pop the element from both the stacks, right? So you
Yes,
just use s1 dot pop. It will pop the element from the s1 stack, and you also remove the element from the max stack. Okay, so max stack dot pop, and it will remove the element. Clear?
Yeah.
Considering the greater or get max function, get max
Max.
function is
Yeah.
not. No, it's just like you need to return
S1
or
dot
you
max.
need to print. What you need to print?
S1 dot max.
No, max stack dot peak element. Whatever is at the top, that is going to give you the like the maximum element. Clear? Aman, are you clear?
Yeah. Okay.
Ma'am, in n equal to 2,
Yeah.
could you also add system.out so that we know what is coming out in the pop?
Okay. Yeah, sure. Should I print both the like pop values or like only one?
Both pop, just to confirm whether things are working.
Okay, just a minute. Yeah. Clear everyone with the code. If anyone is having any issues in the code, you can just tell me right now.
Ma'am, should not the line number 17 be outside the while loop?
But it's like the every time the while loop is running, we need a new value for the operation, right? So if it will be kept outside, then it won't be updating all the time.
But then from where we are getting the value of n as -1, so the program will exit.
See, like -1 will come here, then it will go like it won't match 1, it won't match 2, it won't match 3, right? And here it will come and it will just break out. Clear? Or like according to your concept, what you are saying, what we can do here is we can just remove the n from here and or better, we can just remove this also. We can write while true. So it will like keep on running for all the times until some like values are entered, which is violating the rule. Richa, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I'll just write here, I will enter 1. Then I need to enter the number as 4. Again, I will enter 1. I am entering 7. I am entering now 1 again. Then let's suppose -2, 1 again, and I am entering now 10. I am done with my push operations. Now I want the get max function to run. So I will enter 3. So far amongst our numbers, 10 was the bigger, right? So we are getting 10. Now we need, like, let's suppose I am popping out an element. So 10 and 10 is popped out. Next is I want again to like get max function to run. I will enter 3. And now amongst all the numbers, you can see 4, 7 and -2. 7 is the bigger. So you are getting 7. And then I will again write 2. So -2 and 7 are popped out. I will again try to run this get max function and I'm still getting it as 7. Guys, is it clear or not? I will again do the pop. So 7 is popped out finally. I will now try to get the max function and I will get 4. Anyone who is confused?
Ma'am, keep adding 2 to see that finally it gives null,
Null. Why null?
so that we know that it is empty. Like,
Oh, okay, got it. So I'll just write here 1, 3, 1, 1, 5, -9. And now I'll just write 2. So the good Vishnu, this needs to be handled. Okay. So in this case, what can be done? You just go here in this particular stack and check if s1 dot size
to 0 or something.
no, because if you will check here s1 dot size, then it is again gonna give you the null pointer
Null.
exception.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
So what should be done here?
Yeah, same thing, s1 dot size, or no, again, when s1 equal to null, or no, s1 dot length, no. S1 dot size should be equal to 0, or
I'm
then,
not getting you.
so my thought process is that if size
Yeah,
of S1 is
you can.
0, then it should exit. Yeah.
Yeah, you can write here, and if n is equal to and s1 is not equals to null and s2 like max stack is not equals to null. Same thing should go with 3 also, because if the stack is empty and we are trying to get the maximum value, we won't be getting it. So we should keep this in mind.
Ma'am, I'm thinking that
Yeah.
S1 object will never be null because it
Why?
is initialized. Like S1 is equal to new stack. So it will always have some memory.
Oh, yes, right.
So S1 dot size equal to 0.
Okay,
Something.
then we will just run it and see if it is working out or not. Okay.
Yeah.
And now I'll just write. It is still giving that error. I should just, there is an empty method, but empty method, okay. I'll just write here. And S1 is dot. Let's see if this runs or not.
There is one method called is empty. Can you check
Yeah,
it?
I'll just update it now. It's fine. Even there is an empty method also, so. It's not working out. Clear? Vishnu, are you clear now?
Yes, madam.
And no need to write the same thing for the max stack also, because like both are deleting the elements and entering the elements at the same time. So like both are having the same elements in the same time. Okay.
But one doubt I have is that when we are doing two, the when we are doing three is what? Get max. Oh no, it's okay. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't need to check for S2 max stack.
So is anyone still scared to use the stack like stack library, like the stack class? Or they are all good with it? Two people are good. What about the remaining? Yes. So Abhijit, Ashish, Bhuvnesh, Gaurav. Guys, what about you? Mohan, Prashant, Richa, Mani, Vipin. Guys, be quick. Seems fine. Okay. So I just wrote this question for the first time because like we were learning the stack, and I found that it's better to write one code at least for the stack. From now on, you all have to write the code on your own. Okay. I will just quickly give you one question for the day. Try to solve it today, and yeah, come with a solution tomorrow. If I am giving you some value, like let's suppose I am giving you a string that is Shrishti teaches DSA. You need to reverse this string, but not like the entire string. You need to reverse its words. Let's suppose its result should be DSA teaches, because teaches is in the middle, Shrishti. Clear? You need not reverse the word itself. You need to reverse the positioning of the word. Like the word which is at the last should be at the first. Clear, everyone? So I need you all to find the result for this, whether you can do it or you cannot do it. Clear? Next, I'm giving you a very simple question. Try to do it as well. If not, then obviously I'm going to explain it in the class. You all know that we have this like the bracket should be very proper while writing the Java code or like the C++ code, because it has been removed from the Python, but in terms of Java, it is a compulsory thing. So you need to check if the brackets are placed properly or not. Yeah, kind of balanced parenthesis problem. So is this balanced or not? Yes. Okay. I will write the next one. Is it balanced? Bhuvnesh, you are saying no. For what you have said no? The first one or the second one? First is fine. Both are balanced. Both are not balanced because have you ever seen you are starting a function in Java and you're just placing a closing square bracket in it? You're opening the array definition outside the function and you're closing it inside these curly braces? No, it's wrong. So you need to do this particular program and tell me at the end the Boolean value, is it valid or not? Clear? Okay, so these are the two questions which you guys need to do today. And yeah, try to come up. Yes, someone is saying anything?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, as the first question is reversing of that string, we can write that code in a single line in Python.
Come again, Aman. I didn't get you.
Yeah, as the question is Sanskrit teaches DSA and they have to reverse that
DSA
string.
teaches Trusty. Yeah,
Yes, yes. We can write this code in a single line in Python.
that is for a.
We can write that code in single line in Python. I'm saying
Okay. Yeah, so it's okay. Now you can do it, but try using the stack and think of the solution for that. If you know a already existing library or the function, then don't use this. Try to use stack and do the particular problem. Okay. Aman, is it okay?
yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, then guys, have a nice day and I'll just end the meet.
Ma'am, one thing on the circular queue yesterday,